Hi guys, just wanted to do a short video on how I transplant my tomato seedlings. So what I do is I plant all the tomato seedlings into a tray like that, and it's just to get them started so I can plant them really close together. I've got them all labelled in lines here just so I know which is which. Anyway, the reason I'm wearing a mask too is if you are dealing with potting mix like this, you really want to put a mask on, and gloves preferably too, but it's a bit tricky for what I'm going to do now to put the gloves on, I find, so I'll just skip that for now, but we just don't want to get Legionnaire's disease, so that's the main reason for putting a mask on. Anyway, I'm going to transfer a few boxcar willy, that's the name of the tomato. I'm selling these tomatoes, so I'll probably end up with a couple of hundred plants at the end of it. Anyway, just for now, boxcar willy. What I do is I'll just dig them out. Actually, I should have had my trowel for this, but it won't matter. And then separate them really gently. Then I'm just laying them across the top of the pots. This is a technique of Craig LaHulio's. It is brilliant. Anyway, let's keep pulling these out, gently resting them across the top of the pots. Hoping to get about 20 of this breed, boxcar willy. It's probably the most generic of the breeds I grow, so I tend to grow something, you know, a bit different from what you're going to get in your local nursery. You know, the standard tomatoes, Sweet 100, Moneymaker. I'm not really interested in those. I mean, they're good tomatoes, don't get me wrong, they're just, I prefer things like Purple Cherokee and growing Roma tomatoes for sauce making, you know, being a chef, sauce tomatoes. Anyway, so I've lined them all on the top like that, and then you can just come along with your thumb and just push it, boom, straight in like that. You've got to make sure your soil's not wet when you do this. Just so it's slightly damp, but it's not wet, so then I can just push it in one go. Push it in one go, rattle, rattle, boom, one go, and that way I can fill these up relatively quickly. Not fussing around. You bring them right down to those small leaves. Boom, 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 boom. Just thumb across where the roots are. Gently push down. You push it in. Boom, boom. Okay, so that's basically 20 plants done in, you know, a short space of time. And what's good is to have warm water, not hot, but warm water when you water these in. Then just water them in, and yeah, away you go, and let them get a bit bigger, and then I'll sell them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Have a good day. Just one other thing that I didn't mention before when I was showing you how I transplant these tomato seedlings is labelling. Very important. You don't want to get your tomatoes confused, so I just use ice block sticks, easy enough to get hold of, and you know, if you get them all labelled up beforehand, and as soon as you finish transplanting, just whack one of those in each, and away you go. The reasoning as well behind using the warm water is it's just like, you know, when you're washing clothes. I mean, you can never really get a good wash with cold wash. I don't care what people tell you. You know, you want to have warm water and it penetrates into the fabric, and exactly the same thing it does for the potting mix. Warm water will just soak nicely, a little bit quicker into the potting mix, and away you go. And that's it. Okay, see ya.